Hello everyone and welcome to another round of D&D with the wonderful, totally uneventful Game Master Pigeon
Yippee!
and the equally wonderful Howl.
Stop. Gonna blush.
We
And now
love.
I won't stop. Hi Crow!
Oh, beloved, hi!
Long time no see, my friend.
We have an owl, a pigeon, and a crow. Yippee!
Yeah. The flock of birds just grew.
Hi,
Okay,
Pyle.
so last time our little group set to rest up. I don't know if that counts as a long rest or short rest.
Counts as a long rest, considering we are all resting overnight and protected,
Okay,
so
I get my action
there's no
surge
need
back.
for.
Hooray!
Yes.
Well done.
And despite the fact that how o'clock that they are in a hag's kind of territory thing. Everybody is safe currently.
Yes, because we didn't turn out to be murder hobos.
Indeed.
Ah,
You
yeah,
can be murder hobos, but the consequences.
yes. And I'm a chicken-hearted owl.
Teehee.
I might like biting things, but well, only specific things.
It's not much fun when they bite back.
Well, depends on who you're biting.
Behave.
You said that, not me. You said that, not me.
You know, it's funny. I said that, and then your Fugi Pidge moved like you were talking, so it did the like demon transformation immediately after I said that.
It locked in. Oh no.
Your Fugi betrays you.
How dare. But it's probably just picking up the interference of my fan.
Yeah. And just like that, we're back to people can be food, and all I think about is Soylent Green is human meat.
Remember, everything in this room is edible. Even I am edible, but that is frowned upon in several countries.
You know,
Thank you.
supposedly out in the wild land of California, there
Oh
is
no.
a secret human meat kitchen.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Neither would I.
Not really.
Probably hidden somewhere in Hollywood.
Those rich
Probably.
bastards will do anything. Anyway,
Yeah. Madam Pigeon, would you like to take over?
yes, I would, however, like to know, would you like to start from after you guys have had your long rest and at the home of Alwyn and Frida? Or would you like to jump straight to a few days later?
Hmm. Let the dice decide.
Roll a d4 for it.
Okay.
Odds and evens.
And we rolled a 4.
We rolled a 4, so I believe we get to skip the little dance of trying to get away from the family without being too brisk about it.
Yeah.
Very well. After a few days of leaving from Frida and Alwyn's home, as the group traverses, they have a moment where they stop at an inn, and when they are long resting, their new dice, their new gems that they have collected as a reward from Alwyn, begin to glow. As the moon peaks up above the horizon and the light hits these glowing orbs, the party transforms.
Yeah, shit.
You all
Oh no.
awaken as various weredogs. Small series, you have been turned into an Irish wolfhound. Howl has been turned into a Samoyed. And Pidge wakes up as the tiniest, fluffiest, long-haired chihuahua.
An Irish wolfhound.
Yes.
With the small faces and the long snout.
Yes. You have traded one form of lycanthropy for another.
Why not?
I'm
Why
assuming
not?
we've all gotten separate rooms.
Would you like separate rooms, or would you all like to sleep in one big one?
Well, one room is cheaper and safer.
Oh, one moment. Oh, yes.
Okay.
I would be. Thank you, babe. Apologies, the DM was given sweets.
Ooh, treat yourself.
Great. You can get diabetes while giving us diabetes. But
Diabetes squared.
I mean, I got a pretty sweet milkshake, so yeah, the diabetes is in town.
Yippee!
and I'm drinking strawberry infused fucking ginger ale, so you know.
We love sweets.
We're sweet at heart.
Yeah. Until we don't
No,
have
we're
to
not. No, we're not. We're fierce and
be.
cruel.
Rawr.
We babies.
He says
Ah,
that as he is currently having the face of Samoyed, which is basically a marshmallow.
yes.
Hal's looking in the mirror. What the fuck? Why my legs out? What the fuck? I ain't supposed to be fucking fluffy.
As you're having that little crisis, you can hear in the next room over the smallest, saddest little yips and scratching at the doors. I'm stuck, guys. I can't reach the handles. Seriously.
I tried to go over there. I mean, I'm used to using a beak and claws, and now I have 4 legs and a snout, so I'm kind of okay with navigating spaces like this without hands to use.
Very fair. Fortunately, the handles to the doors are those easy to use lever types.
Oh, thank fuck.
They
I
are
can
mindful
just
of patrons with limited mobility.
hooray. Hooray for that. So I go and check for where the yips are coming from and who it is.
As you open the door, you see the tiniest, smallest purple chihuahua with the biggest eyes looking up at you. Its little nose trembles. It's shaking. Series! And it immediately runs under you.
Pidge? I look under me where Pidge just vanished. Just, what the frick is happening? Can
Well,
I
I
please
was.
have my own curse back? Thank you.
It seems the little pebbles that we got were, not completely harmless.
Hi, Jay.
Oh, Jay.
Oh, Dixon dildos. Yeah, not quite. Not quite.
Not that type of session.
Yeah,
I don't have. I
that
have a
one
regular
would get me
queue. I
banned.
don't. It would. That's a session we'd have of on Discord only.
Yes.
You're the wrong warlock for that, by the way. They have one that allows you to summon tentacles.
I'm the right
Yeah.
warlock. What are you saying? My patron's a mind flayer.
No, so the Fathomless Warlock actually lets you summon tentacles to attack and defend.
Ooh.
So,
I
yeah.
see.
Yeah. There's a reason why I call them hentai locks.
That works. Anyway, I do have the Monster Girl Encyclopedia if we ever felt spicy. Anyway,
Continue.
because of course I would own it.
Yeah. No
Also,
question
hello,
asked.
Jay.
Anyway, as we begin to regroup, there is about a fuss of some other patrons beginning to go upstairs to their rooms to see these very weird dogs roaming about.
I'm gonna
I
growl,
hope.
but my tail is wagging.
The drunk people are just like, "Oh, puppy!" Um,
Like
and they
fucking hair.
also,
I hope
I would
the
like,
the inn owners don't kick us out. Is this a pooch safe space?
maybe the drunken people, they stumble towards you guys, noticing you cannot communicate with them as you are communicating to each other. They don't speak doggy, but they do try to pet you guys. What do you want to do?
Oh god.
Oh, you know, it occurred to me how horrifying this might be if I use my form of dread again.
Yes, it would be.
We're gonna not do that.
Yeah,
Poor
Um,
drunk guys.
it's
I'm gonna
honestly it's an
try to scoop
improvement that
Pidge up
people
in
try
my
to pet
mouth.
me.
I'm gonna try and scoop Pidge up in my mouth and motion for Sirius to follow me into our room and just close the door.
Yeah, I follow him.
It dangles from Hal's mouth like a little squeaky toy. The drunk people try to follow you guys until the door closes, but they are also having trouble. Let's say
Did they forget the executive function of doors?
they forgot because they rolled a 2. They kind of just they just knock on the door a few times and then wander off to sleep on the floor somewhere.
Thank fuck.
For now, the party gets to grapple with this uninterrupted.
Good, good. So, I'm used to being cursed, but this trick is new. What the heck is happening? Any ideas? Someone fill me in, please?
The this isn't exactly the kind of lycanthropy I'm used to. What the fuck? I'm not. I'm not supposed to be fluffy or cute. I'm a little angry about this. Not gonna lie. He says while panting and his tail is wagging.
You're not
Very
very
cute.
convincing.
I want everybody to roll for an Arcana check, which
Arcana.
is
Intelligence.
yes,
I
intelligence.
rolled a 14.
I rolled an 8, so 7.
There. Sirius and I have clocked that the stones that we have gotten from Frida and Alwyn were cursed in a very mild way. Apparently, the magic is very similar to those pretty orbs. Howl, you did not catch that, so you have no idea where the lycanthropy came from.
I'm having an existential crisis about being adorable.
He's so
Oh,
Just,
fluffy, we're gonna
just
die.
staring off in the corner, losing my shit. Just focused. Wait, you said something about a rock?
Yes, the rocks that Alwyn gave us, they're cursed. So apparently we should be fine. It's a full moon. The rocks haven't activated besides then, so I think they function kind of like off-brand lycanthropy.
Oh, fucking
Considering
wonderful.
we're dogs and not wolves.
Fucking wonderful.
I
I
mean,
believe the
First, we gotta be domesticated wolves, and then I can't even howl properly at the fucking moon.
at least
I'm
this
gonna have
curse
to
is fixable, right?
true. True, we'll probably be fine once the day comes. We just, gotta survive not getting eaten, not getting kidnapped, not getting turned into, whatever Baldur's Gate decides to do to us for a night. Can't be that hard, can it? As Pidge says that, there's more knocking on the door. And the bar owner stumbles in, looking around, and just locks eyes on all of us. Oi, there's a strict no dog policy. We don't got no time for no pet insurance. Cleaning. Do you know how hard it is to get fur off of sentient people's from the beds? And he comes over trying to scruff Ceres because she is the biggest dog in the area right now.
Mm. I tried to protest. I think he most likely just hears some whimpers. But I tried to protest and stem myself against his insistent pulling.
He
I mean, it's
rolls
a
I'm
good.
like,
gonna go bite his ankle.
No, I'm not biting anyone. Hello?
No, I am biting his ankle.
Oh, you're biting his ankle. Okay.
as
I'm
how
gonna say run and then bite.
the guy screams more from startlement than actual pain as this fluffy dog latches onto his leg, letting go of Ceres. And since you are biting him, you have dropped Pig, who has gone splat. And her little legs run almost like a little cartoon character, scruffing at the hardwood floors trying to gain purchase as she runs. There is now a bunch of drunk people kind of making a commotion as they watch this pack of small dogs running from the bar owner.
Oh, great, 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 great. I assume we're just running away because that's what we need to do.
Indeed, you aren't sure what he's going to do when he catches you. It could be as harmless as throwing you guys outside. It could be giving you to some of the bar patrons. Who knows what this guy's gonna do?
Yeah, so let's run, just run. Uh, I grab Pidge with my snout and just throw her on my back because she's still tiny and I'm way bigger.
Fair, you have great movement speed in this form.
Yes, so I just make a beeline for her outside because let's face it, I don't want to end up in a dog shelter. They're not waiting for us to be adopted. They're probably just offing us right off the bat. So
Okay.
let's get out.
Was a Baldur's Gate is a strict kill shelter. Damn.
I don't trust anyone, especially not people needing to quote unquote care for animals.
Fair. This is
Could
also
you
is
imagine how fucked it would be though? People trying to adopt us and then suddenly the next day They just have a whole ass naked stranger in their home.
Or a whole human-sized owl.
Probably. There's like multiple reactions. My first immediate one is, "Oh, sweet, I got an upgrade," but that's just me being a weird exotic animal type of person.
Yeah.
A naked man would be an upgrade to a Samoyed?
Depends. Do I get to keep him? But also, you don't want to open that can of worms. You'll still be wearing the collar. Okay,
Are
but
we
as
sure about that one?
woof woof. As we're escaping the innkeeper, we have made our way into downtown Baldur's Gate. There's plenty of abandoned buildings. Some are more not quite abandoned. And in the distance, there are yellow eyes watching the party. We have gotten away from one danger, but we could be in the path of another.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
How do you
Yeah,
think I
just
feel? I'm used to being on 2 feet, even in a form like this. This is wrong. This is an insult to what I am.
Pidge is just, I don't like that now I'm bird snack size. No offense, series. She says as she just keeps trembling. And why do I have the shakes?
Oh, that's the
I
spite
block
and rage.
story.
My block story.
Hello.
Uh, yeah, I
The
don't
shaking
like
is all spite.
It's all spite.
Yes. I don't like the shape either. I mean, I'm used to having wings. I'm used to be able to fly. And now this shit.
Pigeon
Where's
There
my?
is
I want my beak back, baby. And I can't
there
believe
is
I just said that.
there is one benefit, one major benefit. So when you get in the shade and you find that nice soft patch of dirt, and you just push the toe beads in.
Pigeon nods sagely. Ah, yes, the blessed sunbeam.
You
And
guys are
as you
weird.
all discussing this, the yellow eyes begin to creep closer, and from the shadows approaches an actual werewolf. He is on all fours, silver, with his arm is a bit bloodied and injured, and he sniffs at you guys, making little questionable rumbling sounds.
Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Just my luck. And I shrink back against the nearest wall.
Can I roll history to see if I recognize who this might be?
Yes.
That is a 17.
So this is not somebody that has any ties to you, but you can see the type of lycanthropy that he has. It is not a blessing from any gods, nor is it truly a cursed type of infliction. It's more that he has been diseased by a bite. So this man, this werewolf, has not all his wits about him. He is confused. He is not quite as intelligent as the rest of the party due to his lycanthropy. Well, this strain of lycanthropy.
Oh, great.
I'm going to firmly put myself between this man and Ceres and Pidge. And I'm going to sit down and, tail not wagging anymore, actually growl as a warning.
Can you roll intimidation?
Absolutely. Yay for being proficient. All right.
You can still fail with proficiency. I
19.
proved it. Damn.
You have surprising amount of attitude for a small fluffy dog. His ears perk up and he steps back a bit away and sits down. He then proceeds to lay on his stomach and his ears fold back. He makes soft little whimpering sounds toward you and kind of wags his arm in front of you, not to lure you, but more just showing that he's hurt. He then gets up, gives a little shake of the dust off of himself, and goes back into the building where he was hiding and looks back at the party, just waiting and watching.
So my dog language is a bit dusty, courtesy of usually being, not a dog. But is he inviting us to follow him?
Yes,
How?
with his body language.
That'd be a yes.
Should
So,
we?
well, he doesn't seem to be necessarily aggressive. He's more curious about us and also hurt. Um, due to the nature of his lycanthropy, he was bit by something, which means that something is possibly still within the city.
Oh.
Granted, this is Baldur's Gate. There's a lot of security here that, well, if that thing runs into that security, it's not going to have a good time. But this guy might need some help. So I'm just going to quietly pad after him.
That and we're
Okay.
also unregistered lycanthropes in this state. Siri would have been fine as an owl because she passes as an owlin, but we don't exactly have any protections if said security were to find us either.
Yeah, so after him.
As you all follow the injured werewolf, he comes to a little shelter. There's some bloody clothes that are fitted into a little nest with some blacksmith tools. He sniffs at them and sits by what was probably his possessions at some point. He whimpers and shows you guys a amulet that I want you all to roll for history.
Oh my god. That's a 7.
It's a 13.
So, how you clock that this belongs to a hunting group that you have maybe heard of. It is called the Gur. So,
Oh, yeah. Might have run into them once or twice.
the werewolf whimpers and he gestures both to the amulet and to his arm. He kind of bites off what wrappings were on it to show that not only are there bite wounds, but there is a slashing wound that's clotted up and trying to heal. So it's not just whatever bit him.
I'm gonna sniff around. Is any of the is anything that's metal in here silver?
The tools that he has are not silver, they're simply steel. The amulet itself has bits of silver in it.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I can make out what exactly his caused his wounds?
Yes, you may.
21! Woo!
Hey!
So, as you sniff his wounds, you can smell a more musky type of wild scent that has covered in bush, in greenery. It smells like a large wild animal, male. You can get a kind of like a large dire wolf type of creature. From the slashing itself, you can smell bits of not only ale, of cologne, uh, bits and pieces of silver, while the wound itself smells only slightly infected.
Hmm. So something out in the wilds attacked him and
Quite
resulted in the wound.
awesome. Yes.
Well, given the symbol, and I'm gonna nudge the amulet, there are monster hunters about. Usually they don't come into town unless they need supplies on a desperate level. But with the Gur, they are, well, they're thorough.
As you say the name Gur, the werewolf himself, he whines and his tail curls under him. He looks petrified at the name itself. So it is pretty clear that he has at least an understanding of what was hurting him earlier.
So I
Fortunately for
no, pitch. Continue.
fortunately for right now, as the group is talking, there is no immediate sense of danger, just this poor wolf man.
Okay, I sit down in front of his belongings, carefully paw at the amulet to see if it does anything with me, since I've been originally been cursed by clerics.
As you touch the amulet, it shimmers and it makes a loud ringing sound that has everybody's ears stand on end. It it floats off the ground just a bit, and there is a sense of dread that passes through every being currently near that amulet. I need you all to roll perception.
Oh, shit.
That's a 14.
That is 15.
So, Siri, you have learned that you have unintentionally turned this amulet on, and now that is sending its location to the other amulets that it's probably linked to.
Crap. My bad. My bad. And I just look at the werewolf, then snatch the amulet with my snout and just yeet it out the next window, next opening in the wall.
As you eat it, it makes a satisfying ding out in the street.
How
Okay,
far are we from the docks?
You are probably a good 20 minutes, which is about 15 minutes further than you have.
We need to go.
Agreed.
We need to go. We need to get running now.
Yes, agreed. And I once again pick up Pidge and throw her on my back.
Paige is
Because
just gripping your back with her little claws and yipping at that werewolf to follow everybody.
can I still make out stuff in the dark better, or is that gone for now?
I will say that everybody still has dark vision,
Okay.
so you are not impeded by darkness, and it is also a full moon, so there is some illumination.
Do I still feel a connection to my magic?
Yes, you have everybody who has turned into these Temu werewolves has access to their magic. It's just you have no access to your thumbs.
I never had
That's fine. Thumbs
thumbs
are
to begin
overrated.
with.
So is there something you would like to do with your magic?
Oh, this is gonna be fucking wonderful. No, not yet. Not quite yet. But we need to get the hell out of here. You said we have about 5 minutes until the Ger arrives. So the best bet is finding another hiding spot somewhere, possibly down the road.
Fair. This is a downtown area. There are lots of old old buildings. There are some old defunct factories. The docks are a fair bit away, but you could make it there.
Okay.
Is there an old abandoned temple ground or something like that nearby?
There could be. I will say there is a temple nearby that I'm pulling out a cheat sheet to look at that has a black mask on the front of the temple.
A black mask. Oh my god, what was that again?
Oh,
I forgot.
It's fine. You don't need to know just yet.
Eep?
oh. Would we clock
But
that temple if we leave this little warehouse? Or would we
you
actually have to go looking for it?
you could probably clock it like at the very edge of your vision. It's like peeking out from the rest of the buildings. It looks sort of like a factory, but it does have that sigil atop of it.
good. So then I go, temple. There. Temples have mighty parks or stuff like that next to it where you can hide just fine. Trust me, I'm a big fucking owl. I know this. Go! And I just start running towards it.
And Pidge has no reason to disagree or to question this judgment, so she's just like, "Let's go!" But with more urgency and less enthusiasm.
Oh, it's not enthusiasm on my part either. It's just I know that temples have most likely some sort of park or a garden or stuff like that where you can hide. And that's the intention.
All right, fine. I'll follow. Um, Given my past activities and my background as a charlatan, would I recognize this temple or should I roll religion?
Given your background, I think you would recognize this temple as a temple to Mask, the god of thieves.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, if you want to have the best place to play hide and seek, this is probably it.
Good.
Um,
Good. And what are we waiting for? For the girl to catch us?
well, no. And I'm gonna go up to the front door and start scratching.
As you guys are in the temple grounds, it looks a bit dilapidated, and from the very corners of where you guys were, there are about a squad of 3 hunters looking around. The door to the temple suddenly opens. They stare down, and then a person just lets you all in. Even the werewolf that's trailing behind you. Inside of the temple, it is old, it's rickety, but there are tables filled with mead. There's people playing cards, a bunch of rough-looking types.
Gonna bow my head as we head inside.
Somebody mentions in the background, "Oi, it's a pup with manners," and they pour a little bit of ale into a bowl and set it on the floor.
Gonna politely give a couple of licks to the ale, knowing full well that this might fuck my senses just a little bit too much.
Your eyes just feel a little scratchy. It's fine.
Okay,
But there
so
are
when we're inside, I get on my hind legs, start to move my front legs like I would to turn flight, and then just face plant and right, no wings. I forgot. Fuck.
with that little move, Pigeon is yeeted onto a table.
Sorry, bitch.
It's okay. I'm fine, I think. All my bones, they're fine. She's just shaking, and the people are just laughing. It's like, if I wasn't so small, I'd do something, but I'm small. The people are looking at the werewolf. They are kind of sort of poking at him, and he growls. But so far, there's no hostility amongst the groups yet. The thieves in this area are kind of looking around. They don't see that you have anything of value currently, and you can't exactly communicate with them. But since Howell was wanting to get in and he bowed his head, they aren't trying to rob anybody. But they are kind of just pondering what we are.
Is there a nearby statue of Mask?
There is. On the statue are little gold coins, about enough for each person that's there, that's on top of the statue.
I'm not going to take anyone's tribute to him, but I am also going to go over toward the statue and bow my head.
Or said pop-up appears. Everybody like that.
And then I'm going to turn to Ceres and explain, this is Mask, god of thieves, and other nighttime proclivities. As far as we're nice to these people, we don't steal anything from them, although they might find that mildly amusing. We should technically be safe here.
Oh, okay, good. And I just trot over to him and just like him bow to the statue.
The statue doesn't really react, but everybody does get a point of inspiration. I say, as Pigeon approaches the the masked thing, and after listening to Hal's explanation, puts 1 gold coin onto the altar.
Oh wait, we still have access to our money?
Not you guys, you don't have pockets. Paige has her hat.
God fucking alright. Pigeon, I will
Pigeon
pay you back. I will
Yeah.
pay you back
Yeah.
if you put a coin for each of us.
Pigeon pretends to think about it as she's reaching inside of her hat and puts 2 other coins, and then looks at the werewolf that's with them and puts 1 more coin. The werewolf also has inspiration.
I nudge Pidge with my snout. Just once we're back to our old selves, I'm hunting you the juiciest mice you ever had in your entire life.
Her eyes sparkle like, really? We can go have these.
Nope, nope,
And
they're yours. They're yours. You earned them.
she's trying to
I'm
purr, but she's a chihuahua, so it comes as a little.
gonna gently pat her with my paw and try not to crush her.
You knock her over, but she's fine.
You'd
Which
be
has
surprised. For being so small, you might be the most resilient of us.
listen, I do have 12 constitution. But the Thieves Guild is currently very amused with the shenanigans of a bunch of what they assume to be strange puppies. Like, oh, these lads, they're all right. They paid their way, they're fine. And one guy claps Hal on the back kind of roughly, like you do to dogs, like you just kind of drop their back a little bit.
Gonna offer a polite bark. And then kind of bump my side against him.
The guy takes it as friendly. So, as everybody's having a pretty good time, just relaxing, there are some knocks on the temple door again, and they go to answer. You can see in the back is through the crack in the wall is a girl that is talking to these people. The Lycan, he decides to hide under a desk. That's
Can I look around for a way to get either upstairs or downstairs to hide ourselves?
Yes, you can find some staircases and a bit of ladder. But seeing as how Hal had Pidge pay for everybody else, the Thieves Guild turned the girl away and don't let them enter.
It pays to have friends in low places.
It sure does.
It really saved us in there.
The thieves, the guy by the door just looks back at you guys like, "Oh, you're fine, dude. They're looking for that one," and he points to the big werewolf. But these girls, they don't got a lot of money, so and you were nice to our patrons, so ain't gonna cheat you out just yet. But if there's more trouble here, you lot are on your own, okay? And he just says it very gently to each of us.
Even though I'm a
I'm-
big fucking doggo now, I just nod like I understand him.
Give a polite bark. All right. As safe as we are here now, these people don't understand what we are outside of these forms. We need to find an exit strategy for when the sun comes up. Because the last thing we want to do is have an entire thieves guild pissed off at us.
That is true. We brought trouble to their door, even if we gave some coin.
We did bring
Yeah.
trouble to their door, but we also would be trouble the moment that we revert, because they wouldn't recognize us. They wouldn't have a reason to recognize us unless someone here happens to be a bit knowledgeable about curses. Actually, I'm gonna look around and see if there's anyone that is any other werewolves or possible tabaxi, to see, because they might be able to at least understand us if we try and communicate with them.
I will say that in the back of the tavern, handling the bar, is what looks like a humanoid rat. He has only one eye, his ear is slightly cut, and he's mostly focused on preparing any of the brew that's there.
Are there stools?
There are stools, there are crates, there's plenty of things to climb up on.
Cool. I'm going to go over to one of the stools and politely attempt to sit on it, as awkwardly as this is, and give a kind bark. Maybe
The,
flick my ears to signal, some kind of friendly intent.
the rat person looks to you as you're sitting there, and his ears also flick to mimic yours. And he leans on the counter and looks at you. It's like, well, are you at least 2 years old, pup? If you want a drink. And it's
I'm
kind of
going to
laughing
attempt,
to himself at his joke.
playfully, I'm going to raise my paw and put it over my snout. But then also, I'm going to try and talk to him. Little older than 2. Hopefully you can understand me, because we have a bit of a situation.
The rat man just nods. Oh, I understand you fine. It's not always. I don't always look like this. Normally, I'm a much more handsome man. Just, I got pissed drunk at a temple once, and now I'm part rat on the full moon. Hey, he just kind of rubs his face like, my youth.
Sounds about right. Anyway, we may or may not be trying to get rid of this, and I'm going to, with my snout, gesture toward all of me, because I'm not supposed to be this kind of werewolf dog. And then I'm going to point my snout over to Ceres. He's not supposed to be a dog. That one's not supposed to be a dog. And I point to the witch hat that is almost certainly swallowing Pigeon's head. And that one, and I point toward the werewolf, also not supposed to be like that, though his was a bite and less of a curse from a temple.
The guy nods like, it it does seem I have heard of this sort of lycanthropy. He kind of gestures vaguely to the 3 of us. It's like, I heard that in Waterdeep there was a group of wizards trying to do a thesis on it, and they kind of made these little stones that turn people into small dogs to try and study it. I thought it was a bit of hogwash, but I guess it wasn't wrong.
Mm.
And he looks at the other werewolf that's with us, and poor bloke. He kind of looks familiar. And the guy's just kind of staring off at him.
Familiar in a good way or a bad way?
Familiar in a good way. He kind of looks like the blacksmith that me and the boys sometimes have redo our gear.
Well, boy, howdy, ain't that fucking funny. We ran into this one surrounded by blacksmithing gear. And also with the Gur pendant that just so happened to be calling them to us.
Really? And he looks at the guy, Bjorn? And the werewolf perks his head up and barks, his tail wagging. Ah, that's Bjorn! Oh, good boy. Like, oh, we know Bjorn. He's a great lad. He sometimes goes to the forest to feed the animals there. Always told him it was a bad idea. Guess it finally caught up to him. He always thought himself a druid. Poor sod.
I reach one paw out and pat Bjorn on the shoulder in solidarity because everyone's cursed these days.
You're cursed. He's cursed. Everybody's cursed.
Everybody gets the curse.
Was it Oprah? Look under your chair. There's a curse for you. But the were-rat just chuckles like, well, Bjorn is kind of up a creek without a paddle for his lycanthropy, but with you guys, it should wear off by tomorrow.
I mean, at least I won't stay a pooch forever. That's good, right? Swings and roundabout. And while I said that in a slightly deflated voice, I just flop against the chair and fall to the ground, completely defeated.
I say, it's just today. It's just tonight, and tomorrow you'll get back to your regular cursed. And then we can pawn off the pebbles.
I want to find whoever thought this was a good idea. Find the wizards that made these stones. Get in their beds. And then
The,
leave them.
the rare rat laughs. He's like, that's, you know, that's the sentiment. But if you guys want to stick around while the girl are still looking around, Bjorn might have, taken a liking to one of the ladies, so that's probably how he got involved with the girl. At least until the whole werewolf thing. But the other lads won't take too kindly to other lycanthropes. I'm kind of on thin ice myself.
So I look at the red-headed bartender. So in theory, if the curse wears off and they're faced with a massive fucking owl, how would they react?
Well, they don't mind owlins, and the guy's just like thinking he has heard the group's banter like, but I'm not gonna tell them because they aren't smart enough to clock that you're just a were owl. They'll just think you're just one of them weird Eric Crocker fellas. And
Oh,
he
okay.
kind of slides a drink, forgets that you're currently a dog, and then grabs a bowl filled with water and puts it down near you.
Thank you. That really helps after all that running around.
That's fair, that's fair.
I
Hydrate.
start to drink from the bowl very carefully.
Fortunately, while the bowl is dusty, it's just water.
Oh,
Not like the
thankful.
other guys who were immediately game to give some random dog some booze.
I should have jammed my snout into it and started blowing bubbles.
Well, as the
Oh,
group is talking, Bjorn is sniffing around and steals a little bit of food here and there off people's plates. But currently, they seem more amused than actually mad at what he's doing.
I mean, he's not. His behavior is not our problem, and as long as he's behaving, then so be it.
Very fair. The rat man lowers his voice and he looks to Hal and Pidge like, but you guys might want to go when they realize the girl could trade stuff for Bjorn and you. He looks at Bjorn and is like, if you can keep him safe, I'm sure he can give your weapons an edge.
Should be doable. Say, is there a way for us with our slightly uncoordinated faux pas to get somewhere up high in here?
The were-rat man nods and he kind of moves a lever and out
Bless you.
are patrons without legs. And it goes to the upper levels of the temple.
So
I know it wasn't intended. I know it was a slip of the tongue. But when you said the were man, my brain immediately went to he's a man who becomes more man on a full moon. He is man squared. Sorry.
Just borrowed Marius's OC. Never mind.
Fair.
I just
Whoops.
I give off a friendly whine and slightly nudge myself against his cuff. Thank you, man. Look, we can repay you once this shit is over. There's a guy named Rojos in Waterdeep. Go see him and tell him Sirius sent you. And he will hand you a bag of coin for your help.
Immediately, the were-rat perks up at the thought of being paid. It's like, oh, in that case, he quite happily begins fiddling with something underneath his bar stool and gives each player a little scroll attached to a string and puts it around their neck. Here is a little thinking is given each one a scroll of Melf's acid arrow.
Nope. What?
Acid arrow. It is a level 2 spell. A level 2 invocation.
Oh, acid arrow.
Sweet.
Yes.
Sweet. So if we find one of the Gur while they're slacking, we cast it and hit them directly in the ass, we can melt the taint upward.
Yes.
Don't just come along. I just lightly pull on his ear with my snout and then lead them all up.
Fuck.
So as you
Literally,
It's
guys
demoralizing.
be nice.
Pigeon meanwhile is so small it's basically her hat and the scroll dragging across the floor as she paddles along after you guys. Bjorn follows afterwards, picks her up by the scruff, and is now just swinging her side to side very gently like a little toy.
So yeah, I lead them up to the upper levels, not only hopefully with less people there.
There's only really one man up here, and he is sleeping on top of some crates. He has his hat hung up with his rucksack There's just him here, just taking a snooze.
Good. Good. So, only plan I have right now is waiting up until this shit here, and I gesture with my snout to myself, wears off. I'm back as a big fucking owl, and then I fly us all out like nothing has happened. Objections?
So far, none.
Here, Pigeon is gently tossed around, almost like a toy, but she doesn't seem to mind that Bjorn is basically playing with her as a squeaky toy.
Such a
Hooray.
strange one.
He's very energetic. As Pigeon lands, she starts to scurry around, and Bjorn is just chasing her, paddling around. It's not malicious.
He's kind of
Oh,
like
I
a
wasn't talking about
kid.
Bjorn.
You weren't, and she looks offended for a moment. Her little ears perk up, and she gives a little tries to be an intimidating yip. And
You are the size of a snack.
I'm not the size of a snack, she says, just trembling more with her big old wet eyes.
I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna lay down in front of her. Not entirely a bad thing. You can do things that we can't.
True.
True.
Exactly. Now, just because you're bad size doesn't necessarily mean that you have to worry too much. I mean, you got me, you got Sirius, and you got Bjorn here. We will take care of you and make sure that anything big that tries to get to you isn't going to. However,
Pigeon nods with a little sniffle.
I only find it odd that you are so willing to be basically a stick for him to play fetch with.
Well, it doesn't really hurt, and it's keeping him occupied from causing other damages.
Not wrong.
A
But
little
Not
demeaning,
wrong
but
at
it's
all.
okay.
I would be careful
You know
if
what?
I were you. Not that whatever turned him into this werewolf thingy just hops over to you and screws you over.
Well, I'm sure I could ask, and she pauses. I could get it handled, and she looks down at her little jingle bell collar.
If you say so.
Her little tail wags, and as everybody's talking outside, there is a loud howl that suddenly gets cut off. And it has Bjorn immediately backing away towards like a corner of the top of the temple.
I perk up and look to the nearest opening towards the outside. Okay, that sounded not good.
I'm
You can
gonna
all,
quietly head toward that direction and see if I can actually see anything.
as everybody looks out towards the windows, you can see that there is a squad of Gur, and between them is a dead dire wolf. It is messed up. There's arrows sticking out of it. It is torn the hell up. You can watch as they begin to process the wolf. And Bjorn is just whimpering when he gathers the courage to peek at it and then scoots right back. It's like, okay, they don't play.
I look down at them.
How many of them are
Just
there?
There are 3 of them. 1 elder and 2 younger looking relatives, maybe siblings.
Do either of them look like they are hurt in any way?
No, not at all. The young ones look like they are a bit frazzled but not hurt, and the older one is just very calm and even going over very slowly what he's doing with the knife that he's using to carve the wolf up.
I
I'm gonna
turn away
fucking
from
kill
the
him.
window and get over to Bjorn and just sink back against the wall. They better not find us. They better not find us. They better not find us.
They find us, they're gonna fucking die.
You mean we gonna fucking die?
Oh no, I still got magic.
That's true. We still have magic, and Sirius, you still have a pretty fair bite for a big puppy.
Yeah. You know, I wouldn't rely on a big mean bite against professional monster hunters.
You know what? That's fair. But we still
The
also have our
problem,
scrolls of acid arrow.
the problem with this is that sometimes people take monster hunting a little too far.
Oh,
They
not
end up
just
becoming
sometimes.
monsters themselves.
Let me tell you from experience as living as a cursed creature, not just sometimes. People are assholes. They hunt creatures that go beyond their recognition for sport. Or out
Pigeon
of
nod.
some weird conviction that it's their duty or that some god gave them the right to, or just because they think it's a threat to humanity even though they are the biggest threat. It's all
Pigeon nods.
Or
just
That is
sometimes,
true.
it's just big fucking blah 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 for justifying their bloodlust. If they want to kill us, they kill us. Because they like killing things. That's how the world rolls. Okay? And I don't fancy ending up on their chopping block. Like that poor direwolf.
Bjorn makes a little whimpering sound, and even though this is likely the direwolf that turned him, he still seems very sad that it's been slain.
Bjorn, would you feel better if we could bury the poor thing?
Bjorn makes a little whimpering chuffs, and he gives a little nod. At least Pigeon looks and is like, well, we could bury part of him. Maybe give him a little sending off ritual.
We
I
could.
don't think the Gur's gonna take every bit of him.
We could. We should. And I'm pretty sure whatever happened to Bjorn here was not malice, but rather an accident. He wouldn't react the way he does if it wasn't.
Is there a way down? Which would therefore then mean that there's a way up here for them to get to.
There is a way up and down. There are there's ropes that are tied to the temple that are just kind of hanging there for other criminals or other types to just come in and up through the top half instead of the bottom half. Likely they've recognized that not everybody wants to be social at the bar.
Don't. How I can see that train of thoughts from here. Don't. Not right now. You can still beat their asses once we're back in our usual forms. But not now.
Thing is, if we do it like this, it would be more vengeance for the things that have been taken by them, tortured by them, butchered by them.
And it also heightens our chances to end up just like the things you described. If you
You
want
got
to
to
do
take
it,
into consideration there's more of us than them, and they would have to get to us. Pigeon, do you know Eldritch Blast?
I do. Her little ears wiggle. Thankfully, my size does not take away from its forcefulness. I'm just not a very good shot.
Well, what I'm thinking is, how high is this temple?
This temple is roughly, mm, I'd say, 2 or 3 stories. We're on the second floor right now.
you do
Okay,
realize the people in here will have harass us if we cause any trouble with those girls.
I mean,
you're right. But we wouldn't necessarily be inviting the Gur to be trouble for them. We would be cleaning up a mess, and the Gur are technically hunting any were creature. So that also clears up protecting the bartender.
true, and they don't want to get the guy who's handling the booze killed, I suppose. And as everybody is talking, there is a few rattles of by this rope as another creature is beginning to enter the premises. It is a large humanoid shaped more like a crow, and it looks at the party, it looks at the sleeping man, and it's just, why do they let animals into this place? He says, cleaning his beak just a little bit as he gets in and trying to kind of nudges Bjorn with a knee to get out of his way as the party is having this moment. It's just a reminder that there are people coming and going from this establishment.
Look, guys, we don't want to cause trouble to these people. Yes, it's satisfying to beat the asses of the girl. Yes, they hunt without mercy and don't make differences, blah, blah, blah. But seriously, if we start something in our current situation, we're fucked. How about we don't? There's smarter ways to get at them. Has to be. I mean, just look at that crow dude. You don't know if anybody else is coming in like that and just gets thrown into the fray.
You're right. I wouldn't want to upset anybody at a temple to mask. Not when technically he is one of my gods. Right. But I want these fucking hunters dead. Soon.
Pigeon perks up one of them.
I don't get power from mask if that's what you're saying or asking about.
Oh, just curious, and she bats at her little paw, at her little jingle jangle.
Let's just say a man can be pious to many things. I just so happen to deal in all the proclivities that mask covers. So the last thing I want to do is piss him off. Because if I do that, my luck turns to shit.
Very fair.
Mhm.
We could always use our smaller size to our advantage. I know you guys aren't quite used to being pocket sized, but I find it very useful to duck under things.
Mm,
And her little tail wags. Plus, we don't
hmm.
really have to fight them. We can lure them somewhere else, something bigger to piss off.
And what exactly do you have in mind?
Well, there's a bunch of factories. There's bound to be dangerous stuff in there.
There's also this is Baldur's Gate. There's a lot of artificers here, a lot of funky traps and automatons. Might be able to trick them into taking care of business for us.
That is true. Was it as you look out the windows, you can see there's not a lot of them in this area, but there are a few larger automatons walking through main roadways.
I mean, if you put it like that, it is feasible for us right now. Even though, no offense, Pidge, but you're really, really tiny. And compared to that, Howl and I are still relatively big dogs right now.
That is true.
I don't think we can squeeze through things quite as easily. But yes, luring them into something that will take care of them and just kind of going like bon appetit, mon friend, is probably the best thing we can do.
That's fair. Um,
It's just I can really scout the way I usually do right now. And even then, I wouldn't risk them shooting me out of the sky. Because that's what these fuckers do.
that is fair. They do have visible crossbows on their backs.
Yeah. But yeah,
All right. I think I have an idea on
let's-
how to get this kicked off.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is horrible. I say, looking at trying to find the stat blocks I need.
I'm gonna see if there's any way that I can climb down. I know you said that there's a rope. I am not entirely positive or confident in my capability to hold onto the rope with my mouth as I try to get down.
There is rope. There is also, you can see, a platform for moving goods. So it is possible to get down with no legs or no digits either.
Okay, perfect. Well, I could pull that trick from the house. That'll get this started, and technically they'd all be after me.
Pigeon hums. I do have ways of evading capture, so we could make it a relay thing.
Serious, Bjorn? What'd you say?
Bjorn just barks happily, and he kind of pads over to Hal. His tongue comes right out, and you get slobbered right on the face. Fur sticking up in every direction.
Hal's face is just head back as far as possible, face down, like eyes closed.
And then
Yeah,
Bjorn,
Okay,
Bjorn
yeah,
then locks onto Ceres. Oh no.
uh-oh. No, 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 not the
And he
face. Please
paddles
don't the
right
face.
over, and he just gives a big wet one. Just
Oh,
with the sound effects too.
oh,
he then looks at
thanks.
Pigeon and just puts her in his mouth for a moment, and then just kind of drops her.
You got the lucky end, little one. Whoa.
I don't feel lucky. And she just kind of puffed ball and spiky fur.
Okay, so
Okay, so let's get down.
Yeah.
That's
Let's
my
get
vote.
down and try to handle this smart.
As everybody loads onto the platform, Pigeon is the one that paws at the mechanism. I'm gonna roll. Roll the 12. So the mechanism goes smoothly. There is no sudden jerking. It just steady click, 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 click down until it's to the temple ground level.
All right.
Around the temple grounds, it is covered mostly in shadow. There's some unkept bushes. There are some people milling about moving crates. They look at us, but they then look back to what they're doing. They aren't exactly interested in a bunch of dogs.
Good, good, good.
Pigeon, have you ever been to Baldur's Gate before?
I've only been here for a little while. I'm mostly traveling for my patron. Why? What did you have in mind?
Well, I was going to ask if there was any place you might have known, somewhere else we could take shelter at.
Let's
Just
see.
in case that this blows up, we can hide.
I do, but you all may not be as inclined to stay there. It would be safe, though. And she kind of just she looks at her jingle jangle, paws at it, whispers something incomprehensible, and she just she nods like, yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay.
My eyes are going to narrow. I'm a little concerned about that, but we're definitely going to need you to lead us in the right direction. This is. We're going to have to kill these motherfuckers. How best
Yeah,
to piss off one of the guard automatons without it actually attacking us and attacking them?
I think we would disrupt it. She hums in thought. Um, they aren't hostile unless you are blacklisted from Baldur's Gate, I don't believe, or you are an obvious monster threat, and we are not. Since lycanthropes can and other cursed beings can enter freely as long as they aren't too big.
Hmm.
Well, that's the thing. We needed to attack the Gur. I'm thinking if they're just shooting crossbows at us and they keep missing, we get close to businesses and other things, they start causing property damage, that might actually work.
It probably would. She
All
hums.
right.
Probably suck for the business owners, but screw those guys. They got insurance.
Also,
Or
it's not like their businesses would really matter to us anyway. We got. What are we gonna do? Buy a sword and fucking hold it in our mouth?
Yes. We will be like that great dog Sith of legend.
Don't make me sad. That is a story of, amongst my people that is very devastating. And
we
I'm
could
gonna say,
also
all right,
get
anybody
them
ready to?
to hunt us and hide behind the automatons. If they want to get us, they need to go through the automatons, probably attack them and hit the automatons. It's a bit riskier, but doesn't risk civilians.
Paige just looks at Sirius, is like, you are so sweet, and just reaches up trying to paw at her face, but can't reach, so it's just her on her front legs waving them.
I mean, people are already difficult enough, you know? And we don't need to make them even more difficult towards us. Because if anybody found out we're the reason all shit broke loose at their shops, we have a problem. We don't need more problems.
Well, it wouldn't be our fault. It'd be the Gur, and hopefully
But
they'd be
we
dead.
lured them there.
Technically,
Seeking
nobody's going to
safety,
recognize.
seeking safety as dogs.
I don't like this.
Bjorn
Remember, it can
just
always be worse.
sniffs at Ceres, like she's trying to comfort her.
Whatever we do, let's just get it over with.
All right. Okay. I have an easy way to lure them. I'm going to, while they're still handling the very dead direwolf, pad out to the middle of the street. I'm going to bark, and then I'm going to cast Toll the Dead, which requires a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. DC
And I'm
13?
going to cast it on, I'm going to cast it on the person who looks like the youngest hunter.
Oh, they rolled a 2.
Whoops.
Ooh, yay. So they take 1d8 damage. Let's pull that out. 5. As they hear ear-splitting howling that almost sounds like the gonging of bells, that person specifically is the only one who hears it. So brief migraine, and then,
Very fair. The youngest of the group drops their knife, grabs their head, and starts cursing. The other sibling kind of chuckles until he realizes that it's not just a regular migraine and begins to feel along their friend and look around, and then the group leader points at you specifically. You have got their attention.
I'm going to turn around and run.
You can do that. The oldest one, he jumps on top of a building. Just one big long jump. He is he tries to run after you while keeping an eye on you. The younger ones now begin to give chase on the ground level. However, they are still far enough away, and you do have you can act freely without being in a combat situation just yet.
I mean, right now, the younger ones still think that we're, sure, Pidge with her skin color is looking a bit strange. But I look like a regular dog, right?
Yes, you look like a regular dog.
Okay, so I gesture with my snout for Pidge and Björn to hide. And then I just run in between the younger ones to trip them up like I'm a dog crossing the street.
I want you to roll athletics, which is strength, I believe.
That's a 7. Did you hear?
Oh, no, I didn't. What did you roll?
A 7.
So you, the one that has the youngest had been damaged by Howl's howl. He fumbles and trips right over you, right into the dirt, just eats it. And the other one pauses to help their sibling up. It's like, man, you are just the worst tonight, dude. You can't. You've been hitting walls. He's roasting his sibling while trying to drag him up.
and I act
Poor
like a
bastard.
dog that's actually been tripped over and just whimper and yowl and limp away.
The guy looks like, "Oh, sorry, puppy." He calls after Siri specifically, and then the two drag each other to follow after Hal, who is still being monitored by the leader of this little group.
Oh, at least I slowed
So,
these two down.
as Hal is moving, he's approaching rapidly the automaton that is just lumbering through the street step by step. It has a slow swagger to it. Its head just swiveling side to side.
Do I notice that they're chasing me, or
I believe so. You know what you did.
um, I'm going to stop, turn around, and then look for a place to technically hide out of sight of the automaton, so that I can then cast Toll the Dead again on the sibling that I hit the first time. Because they have taken damage, the dice increases from a D8 to a D12.
Okay, you can roll for it. There is some places to hide, like barrels just by the door front, so you can just slip behind those.
Ooh, okay, so I do not have proficiency in stealth, but I rolled a 16 plus 3, so 19.
Yes, you are very well hidden for being a fluffy marshmallow.
So I'm going to cast Toll the Dead again, and again, DC Wisdom 13.
13. The archer rolled a 20. So,
Yeah. So they
yeah,
don't take any damage because it's cantrip.
yeah, they didn't take any damage. They keep going and they skid to stop near the automaton. They don't quite see you, and they're just they're squinting and looking around. They aren't clocking that this thing is dangerous currently. They're just trying to avoid it while they're looking for you. The archer that is on the rooftop is also searching, and he does not see where you went exactly. The roof is giving him good visibility, but you are small and ducked behind something.
Okay. I am going to, on myself, cast Armor of Agathis, which gives me 10 temporary hit points, but also, if they do damage to me until that 10 temporary hit points goes away, they also will take 10 damage. So, like, they could hit me for 2, and they would take 10.
Okay.
And then I'm going to rush forward, looking like a goofy, happy puppy that may or may not have ice spikes hidden in its land cloudness. And I'm going to try and like push one of them into the automaton to at least get its attention.
Could you make a strength throw for a
Ooh.
strength?
Oh, I do have. Would this be athletics or just strength flat?
You can roll for athletics if you'd like.
11.
I'd say it works, and you have managed to trip up the younger sibling into the automaton, which looks down and just stares as the person rights themselves, kind of dusting themselves off and very uh kind of timid looking at the robot and just these things. These, these damn machineries. The automaton blinks. It doesn't seem to be any type of intelligence. It just has its programming, so it's not reacting to the insult. but it is now aware that uh, humans are in the area.
Well,
The
that
sibling
slightly backfired.
there. The sibling just looks at Hal and tries to grapple him. Hal, what is your AC?
16.
Yeah, he completely fumbles it. You're too fluffy, and he kind of misjudges how thick you are, so he just kind of misses. They have clocked that you are not a normal dog, but they aren't entirely sure what you are, so the younger ones are not quite as on site as their older mentor is, who is now loading up a crossbow.
Well,
And
in for a penny, in for a pound. If I can, I would like to then act like a playful dog and start like trying to run around them and the automaton. And I would like to, at least on the younger one, the youngest one, the one that I hit with Tulpa Dead, I would like to cast Friends. Wait, hang on. That may not be a thing I can do right now. You know what? It's not saying that Armor of Agathis requires concentration, so I can cast Friends on it. So again, DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
he rolled a 15, so it does not work on the youngest. But he is a little charmed by your actions. Like, this is a funny part. Maybe we should take him home. What do you say? What do you say, Chad? We take him home.
Oh god. The other one's name
Chad
is Chad. He's definitely gonna die.
Chad looks at his siblings like, Mary, there's no way Ma is gonna let you keep that fluffy thing. He can't even fight, really. He said.
I'm gonna piss on Chad's
He
leg.
rolls his wrist. Oh, this little, and it's not even trained properly. What the hell would we do with this? It's just dog bait, and he tries to kick you.
I'm not gonna get out of the way.
He rolls a
So if
nat
he
one
kicks
and
me,
he falls.
dumbass.
His name's Chad. Of course he is.
If he was gonna kick me and he actually connected, that's damage.
Fortunately, the only damage he has is to right now because he is now covered in mud and piss.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Mary, meanwhile, is laughing, and their mentor peeks out from under them. Is, what the hell are you two doing? Get that damn dog. I don't have all night. We still have that wolf to carve up, and we have the other lycanthrope that we need to find down. And you guys are not going to pass your trial night of hunting. And the other two siblings kind of wince back and rub their heads like, we're sorry, teacher. Get the feeling
I
this
growl
is
at the
kind
old
of a
man.
hard ass.
I
Good
growl
guy.
at him, and I would like to cast Toll the Dead on him.
Go for it. Let's see this. And he does not make the DC save.
So it's only a D8 because, as far as I can tell, he's uninjured.
He is uninjured.
Jesus Christ, that's a 5.
So he stumbles just a bit, grips his head, and he groans just a bit, like, oh, yeah, that ain't a regular dog. We gotta kill it. Mary's like, no, not the puppy. That's not a normal puppy. So they are now locked in for actual battle. Bjorn rolled an 18, so what he does is he gives a loud howl to momentarily distract the rest of the hunters. I believe with the time that's passed between these things, that Ceres has caught it up if she wishes, as has Pidge.
Okay, so you want me to roll initiative or?
We can all roll initiative.
Okay. 20.
Alright. Ooh. Let's see, where's my initiative? 12.
Nope, 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 nope. Not that one. That one. People can still see my rolls.
Are you hiding your stats behind Pidge and her magnificent hat?
Better than hiding my rolls behind your fluffy tail. Eldon just said the funniest part of this is that I felt dead asleep, so I have no idea what's happening, and I will either need to watch the VOD or go in blind. Shall I deactivate the VOD so he can't cheat?
Well, if it helps, the only thing that you need to know is we're going into combat. Mark my
Yes.
woof, these motherfuckers are gonna die.
So I have posted the initiative order. It'll be Ceres, Ceres, Chad, Mary, Bjorn, Howl, Pidge, and Elder.
It's fine. If we push the elder over, he'll probably break a hip.
The automaton does not get an initiative roll. He is just observing. He is kind of rooted to the spot, just watching what these people are doing. It's not clear if he will intervene if the fighting turns in one side or the other.
Okay, is there a way for me to get up where the elder is? Aside
There are
from...
stacks of barrels, and you are athletic enough that you would be able to make the jumps.
Okay, then I would like to jump up to him and then just tackle him from the back so he falls down.
Okay, you would make a strength roll. Well, actually, first roll a d20 for the AC.
D20. That's a 12.
Okay, you do not succeed the AC thing, so you do miss.
Fuck.
But you rolled a 12, so you do not fall. You're still on the roof.
I'm
Wait a
still on
minute.
the roof.
So you're not adding your bonuses to the rolls, are you? Or no, you are.
Yes,
Are
I
you?
am.
Okay. I just want to make sure because it looks like the dice itself said it was a flat 12 and didn't add anything to it, like your proficiency or the strength roll, the
No, no,
actual
no.
strength.
If I use the direct roll, it will automatically add my proficiency.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure.
So yeah, but I rolled a 12 and I missed him. So I just stand there because I missed him and growl at him.
Fair. Growling is a free action.
Yeah. But trying to
Growling is
tackle
the new
him was my
crying.
action.
Yes. Okay, now it is Hal. No, wait, no. It is Hunter Chad. And he looks at Hal, then at Sirius, and he judges that Sirius is the more pressing target because it is after his teacher. But he rolls a 6, and his crossbow shot misses terribly. He failed his training for that, I guess. The other hunter is Mary, is more focused. She also rolled a 6. She's as bad as her brother.
Good thing for me.
Bjorn, meanwhile, rolled a 2, so his bite attack completely misses. Bjorn. Howl?
Well, there's not really a whole lot that I actually can do. And because there's no limit on the close rangeness of Toll the Dead, I'm going to cast it on the sibling that I hit before.
Poor Mary. Let's see. And it is a DC 13 save, right?
Correct.
And she rolled a 16. She is able to stave off the migraine.
Well, shit. I'm a little more reactive as a character than actually active right now, because it's not like I can actually do a whole lot.
Very fair. Paige looks between all of the options that is for fighting, and she looks at one of the archers, the youngest that Howell had hit, the one that's actually trying to focus on him, and she casts Dissonant Whispers. She manages to land the AC. So it hits. Now let's make a wisdom saving throw. And Mary did not make her saving throw, so that is 3d6 psychic damage.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
6.
Spells, yo. The more dice you have to throw at something, the more likely that something is to die.
So she
And at a
takes
certain
7
point,
points of damage.
it's not bad.
And once it hits, it fills her with pain that she blindly covers her face and runs. And let me roll. And she thunks square into the automaton, knocking herself down for a turn. Then it's Old Man's turn, who turns to face Ceres. He rolls a 6 and does not meet Ceres' AC, so he misses. We return to Ceres.
Yes. So I'm still a growly dog and circle the man and once again try to bump him off. So he falls down from the roof.
Okay, roll in athletics.
Not first a d20 to see if I even hit.
Oh yeah, that too.
It's a 12
I could
again.
be hope. Nope, does not hit. Damn.
Yeah. At least I keep the old man occupied.
You keep him very occupied. Hunter Chad. He rolls a 2. He is just not doing good this turn. He keeps having misfires. I just realized how bad that sounds.
Well,
Uh,
it's not our fault that he's dumb and is having nighttime emissions.
Mary rolls well, but it's mostly for her to get back up without being prone for the rest of the fight. Well, not the fight, but the round. Bjorn rolls, and he rolls a 3. He's not doing so good either. He's a very timid man. His bites are kind of half-hearted, so he doesn't really want to fight. Next is Howl.
Oh shit. It just occurred to me I could do something that would help out series, but if I do that, I only have that would be my last spell slot, and I kind of need that for occupying these two. Yeah.
Keep it. Keep it.
How much would my bite do? And would I be able to use dexterity for it instead of strength?
You could use your dexterity, I will say. It would do a 1d8 plus 2 damage if it hits.
Okay. Well, fuck it, why not? I'm gonna try and bite Mary.
Okay, roll for it.
21.
Oh, that definitely hits, and she makes a Constitution save. Which she succeeded, but so you hit. She does not have Timu lycanthropy.
Oh,
And roll for
we could just
damage.
turn them all into fucking dogs. Okay, got it. You said 1d8 plus 2, so that's 8 total. Roll a 6.
Okay, she's getting whooped. She is, visibly aching just a bit. The poor Mary. Pidge. It's
I could imagine somebody editing music over this, and it's just a MIDI version of All Star
that would be
for
fun.
combat music.
I want to say that she looks at the man from above, and she snipes with Eldritch Blast, but she does not hit. She rolls a 3. She kind of barks and yips and jumps at the same time, but it does nothing. The old man rolls to attack Siri with a sword, and he rolled a 6. So these hunters they're just missing. They're having a bad night. They had an early success with the direwolf, but with you guys, they're having a bit more trouble. You're small targets.
Well, they're
So we go.
apparently not trained for our size. So again, I try to bump into the old man so he falls down. And I rolled an 11.
That just does not make it. Rip.
At least he's occupied.
He is occupied. And Chad misses his AC, so he's doing drama. Mary, the only competent sibling, makes hers. So she does shoot a arrow at Howl. Six. So she does 7 points of damage to Howl, hitting him in the flank.
Let's see.
Fortunately, we all still have our regular health pools.
And he got
Well,
10 extra from.
In the armor thingy, so
unfortunately, that spell only works against melee attacks. So, I guess I'm just going to have to cook her. As a reaction, I will cast Hellish Rebuke, which is a DC 13 Dexterity saving throw. As green flames burst forth from the ground beneath her to envelop her.
yeah, she did not make that DC save, so
3d10.
3d10. Oh, damn.
Damn.
Okay. 17 points of fire damage.
Oof.
Ow.
Yeah, she is hurt. She is a crispy critter. She screams, and everybody is now locked in on Howl. Rip.
And I guess I'm going to do the only thing that I really can do. Bonus action, Form of Dread. This will override the temporary hit points that I had before, but it will not stop Armor of Agathis. It just won't allow that to apply. So, for instance, if someone were to hit me for 3 points of damage, Armor of Agathis completely goes away, but I would still have my Form of Dread.
Okay.
And so that's a d10 plus 3 for temp hit points that I gain. 11.
Oh, no.
So now I have 11 temporary hit points. And then you just see the fluffy white land cloud dog go full goth. It now has black eyeliner, black lipstick. It's just slightly grumpy looking.
I feel like if Mary was not in so much pain, she would love the little dog's appearance. But right now, she just wants it gone.
Fair enough.
Okay, Bjorn rolls. No, wait. Okay, this would be Pitch then. Ganging up on Mary. She rolls 12, so she does not hit. Hunter rolls.
Oh, the nails are black too, like shiny painted black.
Precious. Hunter does not make his DC either for attacking. So we circle back to series.
Okay. And then once again, I try to throw the old fart down from the roof.
Trying so hard.
Yeah, I'm nothing but persistent. 17.
Oh, and it finally works. You managed to hit him and knock him off of the roof, and I will roll for. And he
So,
has 2 hits of damage from the fall. So he twisted his ankle a little bit on the way down.
but at least he's not up high again and doesn't have advantage.
He does not have advantage. Okay, Hunter chat. He rolls. He rolls a nat 20, so he does definitely hit. He looks at Ceres and finally manages to get this arrow working right, and he gets biggest thing is math. He hits for 6 damage,
Ow.
so it gets you right in the shoulder.
Yeah. So, as a reaction, I like to howl like the beaten dog I now am.
I will allow it. Poor puppy.
Yes. And dramatically flop down on the roof in the hopes the automaton registers it as the girl attacking poor little pooches.
Unfortunately, animal abuse is not a crime in Baldur's Gate.
Fuck.
Damn. At least not ones that the automatons care about. Bjorn rolls, but I'd like to think he runs underneath the automaton and just kind of occupies its space underneath it. Next would be Howl.
I'm going to try and bite Mary again. Here goes nothing. And I kind of feel bad because I know she's like really into the whole like adorable dog thing, but you know, um, does a
She is a monster.
21 hit?
Oh, it definitely hits.
Okay, cool.
Good.
10.
10. Not only
As I
does
go
it
to
hit,
bite her kneecap.
not only does it hit and it hurts, but she has now an infected bite. She has contracted lycanthropy.
Eldin just said, gotta run to work. Good luck, guys. Thanks, Eldin.
Bye, Wild. Love you.
Love
Wish
you.
you could be here.
Have a good day at work, friend.
Try not to murder anybody. Don't do things I would do.
Yeah, second that.
Very fair. Pigeon locks onto the older archer. She rolls an 18 and casts Eldritch Blast once more. Having a hard time finding my D10. Here we go. And does 10 damage. So he is feeling it too. He looks at, he gets up, he looks at the party, locks onto Hal that has just bitten Mary. He goes to attack, and he rolls a 20. He goes with his bow. However, he has disadvantage. But he did roll a 20, so he does hit for D6 with regular. So he hits for 6 damage.
He rolled a 20 both times?
I think um You know what? I will roll again if he gets low. And he did not succeed. Okay.
I'm only asking to make sure, because
Very fair. Okay, then it would be Siri's turn once more.
Okay. So I need to get down from the roof first. Carefully, as to not hurt myself.
use the old man as a cushion.
I mean, that would work.
Oh yeah, right. I could just jump down and try to hit him while I'm jumping down.
So I say you can roll a d20 to see if you succeed. This is not taking his AC into account. I just want to
Okay.
see.
18.
Yeah, you jump. It doesn't do damage, but he is knocked way prone. He just feels he goes, oh,
Okay, so
But
his hip is
now he
feeling
has
it.
a big fucking dog on his back, growling in his neck.
Fair.
melee attacks have advantage while they're prone.
They do.
But
Hunter
I won't.
Chad rolled a nat 1, so his crossbow just misfires again. He's just having a rough day. Mary, she rolls a 5, and I'm saying that as DM, she begins to run away from this encounter. She's hurt. She's young. She is not a disciplined killer, so she is now trying to escape.
She's running out of range of me, right?
Yes. But also she
Opportunity
has
attack.
go for it.
Um, does an 18 hit?
It does hit.
I'm sorry, lady, but 8.
Not only is she in debilitating pain from the bite, but your opportunity has hit her and she is visibly battered. She is bleeding, bruised, and she is not doing good. Bjorn rolls, and he does not do much on his turn because he misses. So it is now Howl's turn proper.
I am. Well, I can't do that, which is unfortunate. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay. That'll be interesting to keep in mind for later. Well, because there's no attack rolls involved, I don't have to worry about disadvantage. I'm going to cast all the dead on him. He has taken damage, yes? No, he didn't. It was Mary.
Chad is the
DC
only hunter with full HP.
DC 13. Oh wait, should I take her out? I should probably take her out. I would pull the dead her instead. DC 13 Wisdom saving throw, please.
She rolls. She rolled a 5. Poor thing.
She is not escaping.
She is
Oh,
no
yay!
survivors.
On the D12, she is taking 12. I feel so bad for this poor woman.
She stumbles and falls into the and she falls to the ground. She's in the middle of this walkway. She is burnt, bleeding, bruised, bitten, slobbered on, and now she is starting to convulse. Chad goes, Mary, no! So he tries, what's it? No, this is how. He's still locked in combat. Screw him.
He's a bad sibling.
He's a bad sibling. And Pidge rolls a nat 20 and aims at Mary.
Oh, Tucker good.
Eldritch
She be dead.
Blast. He
So
only
remember,
got
roll 2d10 this time.
2d10.
Yeah.
She got an 8. Oh no. It's a good thing you keep casting Toll the Dead because she's at death's door.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
At that, the hunter, he has a disadvantage because there's a big dog on him. So he rolls a 4 and a 9. He ain't doing crap this round. So it circles back to series. Who has
Okay,
This is what
advantage?
happens when you put everything in dexterity and nothing in strength.
Yippee.
So, what would you need me to roll so I can keep this guy pinned where he is?
I'd say you have to. Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking about something else. Continue, please.
I'd say as long as you beat his AC, then you can keep him pinned down. He's just watching one of his apprentices get mutilated by dogs with magic.
Okay,
The weirdest fucking dogs possible.
it's a 9.
He manages to shake you off. The hunter Chad is going
Can
to
I
run.
can I make a little suggestion?
Yes.
If I manage to roll an athletics that you like, can I make it seem like he's thrown me into the automaton? So he attacked the automaton with the dog he just threw off?
I will allow it. Roll a d20.
Please, 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 please. 15.
I'd say it works. He throws, and you convincingly hit the automaton, which eyes go from yellow to red. Its arm rolls into its elbow, and out pops a great sword from its arm.
I think the hunters are. Oh,
Well, Mary was screwed either way.
yeah.
I mean, shame he attacked that automaton with the doggo.
Such a shame.
Hmm.
So the automaton enters at a 7 in the initiative order. He just kind of plops in there. So Hunter C tries to get away, and he is managing to avoid a attack of opportunity from the automaton. Trying to go to his sister to help. Unfortunately, she is far away, so he does not make it on this turn to her side. Hunter C, Mary, she rolled a 9, and as she is convulsing on the ground, fur begins to sprout from her. She is morphing, her bones are snapping, and in its place of Hunter Mary is a very hurt Afghan hound. Bjorn, uses his opportunity to scoop up Howl and move away from the automaton's attack radius.
I'm gonna
Howl
fucking kill him, mark my words. Not
Mark
Bjorn,
my
them.
It is your turn.
Oh, mine?
Yes.
As I am being moved away, I am going to cast Toll the Dead on the brother Chad. I can't
He
wait
rolled.
until we can upgrade this stuff.
There. You're okay, sweetheart. She is upset that it's thundering. But he rolled a 12, so he just does not make that check. He gets hit with it.
All
But he
right.
is also at full HP. Or was.
That's fine. He takes 7 points of necrotic damage.
Rippy. Next would be Pidge, who realizes that the old man is kind of screwed either way, that Chad is still a threat. She rolls to attack, and she rolled a 16, which hits, and then casts another Eldritch Blast. I need better dice, more visible.
Well,
No, how? Stop. Bad
too
dog.
bad. Mm.
5, 7. He
I
gets
haven't done anything.
He gets 14 ticks of damage.
Damn.
Yikes.
Chihuahua pigeon snipers. So the
Is she doing
automaton.
more damage because she's a dog now?
That would be hilarious. The Chihuahua spite is fueling her.
That should be a passive feat she gains.
Become Chihuahua filled with rage. The automaton's he gets his attack and it beats everybody's let's see. Yeah, he swings at the great old man with his great sword. It does 2d6 damage. So that's 2. He does 8 to the old man. I will say the automaton also emits a short, piercing siren noise that rings out from the downtown area. In the distance, our automatons are coming. The old man, he rolls. He does not roll well, so he just does nothing. Poor dude. We are back to series.
And since I've been thrown against thrown, quote unquote, against the automaton, I make sure to get up and get the fuck away from that thing.
Very fair. Because you are not the automaton's enemy, you don't have to worry about attacks of opportunity. It's just ignore you for the old man.
Yay! So yeah,
Hunter.
I'm using my action to dash away from that thing, so I'm far away.
Very fair. Hunter Chad rolls an 11, but I say that he gets to his sibling and scoops her up protectively and uses a little bit more of his movement opportunity to run. They are leaving their mentor for dead. I will say in the next turn, they will be out of range. Mary uses her turn to just whimper in pain. Yawn. Rolls a 14 plus 2. So he is able to he runs towards Pidge and scoops her up along with Howl to book it to Siri's location. Howl,
Mhm.
it's your turn.
I'm not exactly proud of what I've done here tonight, given the fact that I have essentially given someone the most aggressive infection possible. But we do the only thing that we can do. More Toll the Dead.
Just
I'm gonna hit
aims
the
it.
old man.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going for the kill shot with the poor hound.
Oh, well.
No.
Hmm.
Oh no.
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking, you know what? Emotional damage. Fuck it, let's go.
He said you wanted them dead.
You're right,
Yeah.
I did. And I do.
So Mary has
Bitch is gonna
made
die. Sorry.
so we're aiming at Mary.
Yeah.
The dog does not make her TC save. How much damage?
Well, for this one I'm using the revolver cylinder.
Oh no.
So I'm pulling out the D12 bullet for that.
Oh no.
Oh, that is an additional 12 points of damage.
Woof.
You hear a piercing howl that then slowly dies down, and she goes limp. You also hear Chad scream, "No, Mary!" and just shaking her. Rip.
Give her head pats in hell. He can't hear me, but you know.
There's just aggressive Samoyed barking.
I mean, they're barking pretty loudly. There's one in my neighborhood, and you hear that dog.
Rip.
Yeah, they're not quiet dogs.
Nope. Not quite husky level, but it's getting close.
Oh yeah.
They're one of them Arctic breeds, I believe. So is how is causing emotional damage. We don't have dice for that. Pidge
We'll
rolls,
just
but
call
she
it
does
psychic.
psychic damage. Pidge rolls, but she does not manage to land a hit. Then we get to the automaton, who does hit the archer. And
Get fucked, old man.
let's see. Rolls a 14 for damage.
Damn.
Yeah, the automaton is beefy.
Yikes. The old man is cooked.
Yeah, he's not doing so hot. He's feeling it. Chad is the healthiest one of this party, unfortunately.
Not emotionally.
Not emotionally. He's distraught.
I mean, that's what the old man gets for throwing poor little doggos at security equipment.
And
The old
also
man.
for them butchering dogs in the street.
Yeah.
The old man tries to fight the great automaton, but his arrows don't do anything. They just dink off harmlessly because he did not roll his DC save, not his AC well. Just dink. You can hear him go, "Oh no." So it's back to series. You can disengage combat if you'd like, or we can all just finish off Chad.
Since I'm not very keen on fighting, I just let the automaton finish off the job and disengage from combat.
Fair. Howell, would you like to disengage, or are you still out for blood?
Well, I want to make sure that Bjorn is safe. So
Fair.
I'm gonna tell Bjorn we should surround him. I'll tell Bjorn and Pitch both. We should surround him.
Fair.
And I'm gonna run over toward Chad. And if I can get to him without having to expend my action to dash, I will then proceed to bite him on the ass.
Please roll a d20.
Shit. I have zoomies and do not, in fact, get the traction I need to be able to pull this off. I rolled a 3 before adding anything to it.
That's fair. I want to say that Pidge follows your example to go for the other cheek. And she rolls a 19. You see a tiny purple chihuahua biting and holding on for dear life on the right butt cheek of the Skur. And she rolled for 4 damage.
That would have been great if it was a crit.
That would have been awesome.
Oh, does he have to make a saving throw for not getting chemolycanthropy?
He does. He fails his saving throw. He now has Timu lycanthropy. Goodness.
Sorry, it's just the mental image of not only this tiny chihuahua hanging on his ass cheeks.
She just goes, she's shaking her little head. Her tail is wagging like a blur.
That's the spite. It finally came out. It was able to be released.
Bjorn rolls. He doesn't roll very good, but because he is laughing too hard, he's barking and making a ruckus. Because he also finds this amusing. Chad rolls. He rolls an 11. And he does not manage to beat an AC of Chihuahua. So he is held on tight on his butt, and he cannot get away from this little Chihuahua. Hal, it's back to your turn.
God. Well, I'm going to attempt to bite him again.
Go for it.
I would like to get into a flanking position though, because that provides advantage.
Okay, I allow it.
Cool deal. So I'm now exactly on the opposite side of Pidge, in front of him. Okay. Well, before adding anything, the lowest number was a 1 and the highest was an 18. So 23.
Yeah, you hit. You definitely hit.
Alright, and it's a D8 plus 2. He takes 6 points of I bite him in the dick.
Oh, this poor fool.
Oh my god. The
Absolutely
clips from this one will be pristine.
absolutely dismantling this bloodline with both siblings, just tearing them apart.
Oh god damn.
As a DM, I also he is now bloodied. He will take disadvantage on all hits now. Because I think as a man, once you get knocked in that area, you're gonna be suffering for a while.
Oh yeah.
Not just as a man.
Not just as a man.
Yeah.
Pidge, let's see. She growls. She's shaking her head. She's chewing on him.
Oh god, images in my head.
Let's see.
Oh, and all you hear from Hal is a very muffled, I'm gonna have to wash my mouth out.
I think
Uh,
she drops off of Chad and shoots at his back, trying to cast Eldritch Blast, but she misses. You can also see her going pleh, 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 onto
Does
the
she
floor.
still have that inspiration?
She does.
It just occurred to me that we all still technically have inspiration.
oh
You
yeah,
do. I
right.
also, as a DM, allow this inspiration to roll over between sessions.
Nice.
Oh nice. You're very generous, DM.
I am sometimes.
When you're not actively trying to kill us.
Not yet. You're still a bit squishy. Once you're tankier and I think you can take punishment, then we'll see.
Eep.
But I'm choosing not to use the inspiration point right now.
Fair enough.
It is back to Hunter Chad, and he rolls a 8 and a 14, but he rolled an 8, so he does not make it. He is too busy trying not to panic while panicking. His sister's dead, his mentor is getting in the background just bodied by a automaton, and another one is slowly coming down the road with red eyes, staring at his mentor. He's just, nope, this is a bad day for him.
And it will probably get
Oh, the
worse.
chaos that can happen.
Yep. Jordan rolls a 12, so he can't do anything. Howl?
I'm gonna double down and bite again. So
I think
hopefully, yes.
because of where you are, I'm giving you advantage.
Oh, get wrecked. First roll was a 20, and the second roll was an 18.
His dick is eviscerated on the spot.
I have made him A eunuch. All right. Ooh.
Raw sausage.
Okay, well, never mind. I was hoping that the roll would have been pretty spicy, but because Kratzy rolled dice twice. I rolled an 8 and a 1, so 9 plus 2 is 11.
Oh, he is hurting. He's bleeding. He's a little battered. He could still fight back, but it's not looking good for him.
I'm then going to release him, gag, and then walk away.
Was it the goth strawberry puppy? As you walk away, Pidge is trying to do her Eldritch Blast, but she is just fumbling. She is just kind of too distracted by the sight of what has gone down with you and this guy's pelvis.
Oh my
Bjorn
god.
rolls, and he is also just he is kind of fathoming where to bite because he just you can't top that. Let's see. Sirius, is there anything you'd like to do outside of combat while you're watching this all go down?
Mm, I'm trying to get an overview of if there's maybe more Gur hiding somewhere, because the old man said, or the old hunter said something about it being some sort of accent. So I'm not sure if
As you
there's more of them.
as you look around, there are some Gur far off in the distance, but they are not seemingly aware of what is transpiring here.
Okay.
The automatons are closing in on the old man. He is battered and bloodied, unfortunately, in the background.
He is going to die having nightmares, and he's going to wake up in hell having nightmares.
Indeed. Poor Chad. He's not doing good. He's a bit dizzy from the blood loss. He rolled poorly. Howell, your turn.
One moment. Uh, having walked away from Chad, I'm just going to casually sit and watch everything unfold. I will tell Bjorn that if he wants to do damage, if he wants to be more effective, he should get into flanking with you, with Pidge herself, so that attacking is a little easier.
Bjorn perks his ears and nods to your advice. If Pidge is fighting, she was doing 15, 14. She does not meet the DC, but Bjorn has listened to your advice. He is going for it. And he rolled high, so he goes and he chomps into the back of the man's leg for T8. And he rolled a 7. So this guy he's down to he is, as the Pokemon HP bar would say, freaking out. He can feel that strength is leaving him. Poor dude. He rolls to attack, but he does not succeed. He is just too haggard. I will say that. Howl, your turn.
I'm just gonna keep watch to see if anyone decides to sneak up on Pidge or Bjorn.
Very fair. It is up to Pidge and Bjorn to take him down.
I'm being a supportive friend.
13. Pidge does not meet her AC, but she looks at Bjorn. It seems appropriate that he killed your friend. Why don't you go for the kill? I am going to roll a d20. Gets higher than a 15. I'm allowing Bjorn to finish off this Gur. Are there any objections?
No.
Not at all.
He rolls a 19. So, with a loud, resolved growl, Bjorn charges and goes at Chad's neck. There is a snap, and in a few moments, Chad falls dead. As the party looks back to the old man archer, they can see the final slam of a great sword into the middle of this man.
Hello, Void Kittens. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow. Wonderful. Hi. But the old man is dead. The siblings are all dead. The automaton's red eyes go back to yellow, and it kind of slings off the old man, waves its arm enough to flick the blood off its great sword as it rolls back into its elbow and begins to resume its patrols.
Cool.
Bjorn.
I would like to search them for gold.
Yes. So, there are... Each hunter carries a different amount of gold. Mary, she was carrying about 15 gold. Chad has about 20. And the old man that is now more two halves has about 100 gold.
I turn to Pidge and just go, okay, Pidge, pack their gold up into your head. We can switch it up later. There's more Gur in the area, and I don't fancy running into them, especially not with the corpses of their kin around here.
Fair. Pidge, she kind of shakes off her hat and begins to put not only the gold, but she also does as she undresses at least the two apprentices and puts their clothes into her hat as well. She pauses and she looks at their weapons. Does anybody want these?
What weapons are those?
You have longbows, we have a crossbow, and we have a few silver daggers they were too stupid to not use.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Silver daggers are always useful.
And so is the crossbow.
Pigeon nods and she puts the loot into her hat of holding. Bjorn, meanwhile, sniffs at the old man and kind of paws at the amulet, but Pidge smacks him on the little nose. No. Remember, Ceres did that and she triggered the recon thing. And Bjorn just... And it's apparent that Bjorn has a thing for jewelry.
Yep.
But it's now halfway through the night. It has been long and difficult.
Yes, so how about we yeet and hide in the top of the temple again now that I don't know where in there. We should be able to get back in there the same way we got out, I think.
Potentially. It was a crane with some kind of controls, right?
Yes, it was just a simple wooden platform with a crank and a motor.
Yeah, so how about we get back in there so we are safe from the rest of the girl, and once the sun rises, we can probably bury the dire wolf.
That seems like a solid plan.
I'm not against it.
Oh
So
no. Anyway,
then,
You said, oh no, what?
oh no, what?
no, just keep on going. Don't mind me.
Minding.
We minding a lot. What the heck is wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Just go on
We're
with
gonna
your
die.
plan.
We're gonna die.
We're so gonna die.
In the meantime, because this is the thing, I'm gonna take a minute to perform an esoteric ritual quietly, um, committing several growls and very quiet barks in order to attempt to regain a spell slot. Because, fucking need it.
Do you?
Better to have and not need than need and not have.
That is fair. Is there anything you would like to do, series, while Howl is doing his little communications?
I'm trying to get the arrow still stuck in my shoulder out.
I will say that Pidge helps you as an action and um, is able to pry it off with her little mouth. It's about as big as her.
Damn. I
The
try
group
not
is
to make a sound when that thing comes out, but
She is long Chihuahua.
yeah. But we gotta hide again.
fair. So once that is over, it is time to head towards the Temple of Mosque.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, we won't metagame and be like, no, you're fucking being tricksy.
Well, as you are returning, the downstairs is a lot more lively. There's more ruckus, and you see upstairs where Ratman is hiding, and it is just him up there. He's kind of just fiddling with a knife. And he looks up. He's like, "Oh, hi! You picked the wrong time to come back."
What is wrong?
Well, you see, the Gur, they've been traveling through this way, and there's just a whole bunch of them downstairs. I settled myself up here, so the mechanism downstairs is turned off, so there's it's harder to get up here, but there's a bunch of them down there, and I'm more confident in myself than a bunch of puppies, though.
I don't
Well,
presume the trick of tricking the security automatons, into thinking they threw a pooch at them works a second time. Fuck.
well,
We're so screwed.
at the very least, there may be one more hiding spot we can take.
Which is?
We might be able to go back to where we met Bjorn. Likely, they ended up picking up the pendant that activated the alarm.
Tracking.
And you think it's safer now after Daisy probably searched the building and found his belongings? And
Well,
no, there.
anyone's belongings can be somewhere, but my reasoning for why this might be safe. One, they've already searched it. Two, the pendant was probably taken by them once they found it. So the likelihood of us triggering, again, their little alarm system that calls them to places, very minimal.
Call me paranoid, but if I found a place where a supposed weird creature was hiding before, I'd set up something that trips me off if they come back.
Which is a good point. But usually that would require a spell, and they themselves aren't necessarily, from what I remember, the most magically inclined. I mean, their fucking accuracy alone is proof that they really aren't the greatest.
You really want to go off of a bunch of kids getting initiated by an old fart to judge the entirety of the people?
Well, if he was training them, he trained them wrong, and I hope to God it was as a joke.
Well,
There are multiple options.
We also could just stay up here, or we could go into the sewers, though not a fan of that possibility.
Pigeon
me
Smell
ears
aside.
neither.
pork up at that. Well, I do have contacts if we need to do that route. She mumbles a bit.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said you had some kind of safe space or contacts earlier that we might be able to use to hide.
Yes, but you guys will have to be real cool with some stuff real quick, she mumbles.
I mean, you know what kind of creature I usually am. I might be easily startled, but not easily shocked.
Claire.
I get the feeling that easily shocked might be a bit of an understatement in regards to the whatever we might be dealing with.
I mean,
Well,
it's
there's
still
multiple
better.
ways
It's
we
still
could
better
risk it.
than getting hunted.
Hee
I'm trusting you as someone with a criminal history that we aren't going to end up getting screwed over. Is that a safe bet that I'm making? Is it a
Pidge
safe gamble?
Pidge nods. Because you're with me, you'll be fine. It's it's just more your reactions I'm worried about, but we did kill those girls. You did kill a retreating opponent, and and with the Thieves Guild, so I don't think you would be opposed to my contact.
Fair enough.
Anything you can do to warn us ahead of time so we can kind of temper our reactions a bit?
He has an unusual diet, but I will ensure that you are off the menu. She nods very firmly.
I
As
mean,
will I ensure that Benur is fine.
I've been living off
That
mice and
unusual
rats,
diet.
so
You said unusual diet. My first thought was vegan.
Oh no, screw those guys. We don't mess with vegans here, sir. She shakes her head. It's like, look at all of us. You are part werewolf. I'm a cat. She's usually an owl. There is no leaf eating in this party allowed. Unless it is going with a burger.
fair.
Burger.
Burger. I can imagine that because we've been running around, we are also very hungry. But she nods. If you want to go with the plan to regroup by the where we found Bjorn, that's okay too. This is majority rules. We all get a vote.
Honestly, I wouldn't go back to the place we met Bjorn. I'm pretty sure they set up some sort of trap or warning system in case we came back.
Be funny if they did and it was useless because they're all dead now.
I mean, these three are dead, but others could
Well,
track that too.
yeah.
They could have informed others. We don't know that. And it's a whole fucking lot of them. So, just given by what our friendly bartender friend told us about how many of these idiots are running around here, I wouldn't risk it.
Would our bartender friend have safety with us if we decided to take them?
Pidge looks at the bartender, and she hums. Well, that is pushing it, but I think I can persuade my friend to not eat him. She nods.
Are you connected to vampires?
No, worse. She doesn't elaborate as she goes to trot to the mechanism.
I'm
I
suddenly
just
filled with a
decided I
massive
don't want to
sense of
know.
existential dread.
Yippee!
I mean, it's either getting killed by these bitches or get eaten by whatever Pidge's friend is. I'd say our chances are 50-50 of kicking the bucket.
Just remember, Pidge is bite-sized now.
I am not bite-sized, she says as she barks, and she jumps with the bark.
How about we get going before we set them off that there's something up here and they want to go check?
Bjorn nods and makes his way to the mechanism, but where Rat Man follows you all, and as he passes by, he's giving each one of you little scritches like, well, I'm glad you lot are okay. Been a while since you were back here.
Yeah, well, I mean, we murdered the shit out of some people.
Oh? And his ears perk up like it's a juicy story. Like he wants to learn more. The gossip.
We murdered 3 Gur.
Well, technically
One.
we murdered 2. One of them was murdered by a city automaton guard.
Hell
Degrees of
yeah.
separation.
As you're telling him, his eyes are doing this weird little popping thing where they kind of bulge in and out of his face. And he's making a little grinding sound. He's a very happy rare rat. He is, as they call, bruxing or bugling.
I think it's bugling.
Yeah, he's
I don't know.
bugling.
I don't know how it's called in English.
Let's see. Trumpeten, maybe? But I don't
know.
think it makes sense. Anyway, he's doing this cute little gesture with his eyeballs that kind of shimmer with the moonlight. And as you touch down on the bottom of the temple grounds, looking through a window, you can see that the Thieves' Guild is covered in gur. There are plenty of them just milling about, drinking ale, talking, trying to get information, and the people there are not having a good time. They are sneering. They're It looks like they're like shy a few minutes of a bar fight.
Yeah, how about we eat?
We eat.
So then, Pidge, how about you lead the way?
Pigeon gives a little yip and begins to strut all the way to the sewer grate and gestures for Bjorn to pick it up. Bjorn does so, and then she just plops right in with a little splat.
Hey, Eldon. He says here at work, teehee.
And hi.
Welcome back.
Pigeon leads you through winding corridors of supers, but she seems very sure of her footwork. And as you get closer to one opening, it isn't so much a sewer as just a dead end. But she walks right through it, and it shimmers just a bit.
An illusionary wall. Lovely. I trot in after her.
As you guys walk through the illusionary wall, it almost looks like a dock system. Outside is another illusionary wall that you can see right through. It almost looks like a shaded window. It's a docking system, and she looks up to a human who has glassy eyed, who just grunts softly upon seeing her. She murmurs, "Hey, is Duke home?" And the thrall nods, and she also just, "Okay, this way, everybody." And she's kind of shuffling them along, kind of in a more hurried, let's go type of attitude. She doesn't want to linger in this particular area for too long.
Okay. Can I roll a perception check, see if I realize what's going on?
You can if you'd like. You
That's a
have to beat a
10.
15.
That's a
You do
10.
not. You don't notice. How would you like to roll a perception check?
I'm sorry, what?
Would you like to roll a perception check to see if you notice anything fishy?
Oh god, yes, I would love to do that. I will admit that I was a little bit distracted.
No worries.
I noticed something move,
Oh,
and I thought it was a spider.
rip. IRL psychic
Uh,
damage.
flat 17.
You can see that this man is being compelled via psionics. He he isn't quite himself. He is doing a task that has been assigned just so mechanically.
Edge.
Yes. Her little tail wagging.
What the fuck is going on here?
Fine, it's fine. Uh, it's just that's normal around here. She kind of sweats a little bit. Just right this way, and she
Uh-huh.
leads to a grand-looking wooden door, and very politely knocks on it a few times. He already knows we're here. It's just he values manners.
Manners. Okay, can do that.
And as the door is psychically opened, you see what looks like a humanoid, tall, floating, with damp skin, multiple tentacles on its face. Would any of your characters know what a mind flayer is?
Um,
Since Sarah reads a lot of children's stories and they're kind of used as boogeymen, she knows.
There.
yeah, Hal doesn't know exactly what it is. He is not a fan.
Yeah. He's just right off the bat. I don't dig its vibe.
It looks so uncomfortable to touch, like somehow moist and bone dry at the same time.
And is that what your character is thinking?
Uh, yeah,
The floating creature tilts his head and he says, I make it a point to moisturize myself daily. He drones and he talks more into everybody's mind than aloud and looks at Pidge. I know that I must be hospitable towards you, but must you really track in every godforsaken species within this place? And she just her little ears droop down. Like it's just for tonight, I promise. She looks to the players. Now this is Hal, Ceres. These are my close friends, and this is Bjorn, and what's his name? Uh, these are very valuable acquaintances. This one works with the Thieves Guild, and she's just giving everybody's best points forward. And Duke is just not impressed looking at her and just rolling his wrist like, yes, yes, yes. I have clear access to your mind. I know all this. And he just rubs his forehead and it's like, I will allow you all to until your issues go, but I would ask that you leave once you are able.
politely, I am very much a fan of that. Although I do appreciate the help.
The Mind Flayer Duke nods, and he kind of has interest in Ceres, but Pidge puts herself between them, just subtly, even though she is a bite-sized chihuahua.
I nod my head politely because I know what he is. Thank you kindly for your help. Yes, thank you. And nod again. She is,
Pidge,
as she
yes.
said, she's not easily shocked but easily startled.
So, in walks in a small intellect devourer that comes towards the party and turns around to show them to their quarters. A brain puppy.
A brain puppy. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just Sarah's just
Since this isn't
nudge.
us, is this them?
This is them. TM.
I
We are
just
them.
nudge Pidge. Just go, okay, okay, I only have stories to go by. How much of the stories is true?
Pidge tilts her head. All of it, I'd reckon. To varying degrees. It depends on the colony. And she just trots along after the intellect devour.
And how
It
much
is
of it is fitting for this colony?
less so than the stories you're acquainted of. They are much more willing to deal with us lesser folk. She kind of seems uncomfortable calling herself that, but she is in the territory of a mind flayer. So she is not
I
going to kind of assert herself as she normally does.
I see. I see. So as long as we're not offending them, we'll be fine?
More or less, I'm like a freelancer for them. She gestures for her collar. I gather knowledge, so I have value. And because I like you guys, I am putting value into you. So they should be more or less fine with us occasionally using their resources if we need it. They do have at least one agent in every large population.
Okay, remind me to hunt you even fatter mice, okay? The juiciest I can find.
Juicy. And her little tail's wagging as them guides us into a very ornate looking guest room and just paws at the floor. Then we'll bring you food momentarily. Thank you for stopping by. Bjorn is incredibly weirded out by all of this and just goes to hide under the bed.
Fair.
So, as they bring food, this will count as a long rest.
Yay, I get my hit points back.
Everybody's back to
Even though I didn't lose much.
We are given delicious pastas, a little bit of wine and chilled water to drink.
But since we're long resting now, how about we say we cut it here for today?
Yes,
Not getting too far ahead. We've been adding for 3 hours now.
that is fair. I was also winding down.
Yeah, the spoons have been spent.
Now we need an IRL long rest.
Yes, and the spoons have been spent well. So, how about, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be raiding out. Teehee. Yes, teehee. Also, Poor Wild needs to catch up with us.
Very fair.
So I'd say I'll be raiding out. Let's see who's online. Tens is online doing just chatting, although it seems more they're arting today. And
I
Jay Thorne is online and playing Apex Legends. So how about we be raiding him?
All right.
I give you guys a raid message in case you want to participate. I need to have it copied anywhere, so I don't need to type it out each time.
Hi, baby. Oh, so scared.
So this is the raid message. Wild will catch up Saturday and hopefully not fuck up the combat. We will see, we will see.
I believe in you.
Good.
You can do the thing, maybe.
Okay, so raid. I'm starting the raid. I say thank you all for joining. I wish you a wonderful rest of your time zone.
Thank you all.
Thank you all for
Yippee.
joining us, for participating in the funsies, and I see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.